All right, live chat, stream, copy, go over here, paste. Okay, cool. Let me get my iPad here. Give me a second, guys. Okay, let's see here. Later. Okay. Okay. All right. So, damn. Holy, what a drop. What a crazy drop. I mean, I'm not going to say that we didn't expect it. We knew that it was going to collapse at 1715. But yeah, like, wow, this was pretty, pretty straightforward. I'll explain a few things. I'm not too shocked at the drop, because obviously for the past week I've been saying it so long. Like, guys, if Bitcoin loses 25,200, then this massive BART formation is going to play. We saw the same exact BART formation here at the $19,000 range, saw the break above, and then the collapse. Everyone was panicking. This is where we went long because the BART completed. But now look at this BART. Like, this is way scarier, and this is not the first time we've seen something like this play out. We have multiple BARTs playing out on the larger time frames, but I just wanted to quickly talk about a few things. Like, this is like, man, this is just funny, right? Because I mean, I'm sure all of you guys, or 90% of you guys, obviously based from the DMs and stuff, you guys all message say, like, at 1715, I was like, hey, if it hits 1715 short, I don't care how it happens, short the market, because that's going to be a daily support. How did I know that we were going to see a huge drop? Well, because look at this right here. On Ethereum, this level was testing as a major resistance. We had so many retest opportunities here and we failed to break above. But once we broke above, you saw that we retested the market and then we continued pushing higher. So what happened once we broke below 1715? It was just a straight capitulation move. There's a ton of market panic happening right now. We ended up breaking below 1658, which is also the red line, daily support. This is now the weekly support gone, and now the daily support gone. The next daily support is at 1612. You guys can see why I said please don't buy any altcoins. Don't look to buy any altcoins, because altcoins are getting destroyed. This is everything in terms of altcoins is getting absolutely destroyed right now, and this is exactly why I told you guys to be very, very careful. Everyone on Twitter and all these crypto gurus on YouTube, everyone was saying bullish, keep buying, and like, man, like the chart was so bearish. Like, the only time I told you guys I would flip bullish is if somehow we ended up holding above 1884. That was the only way as support I would have been bullish. Once we broke below that level, then we continued to consolidate. But you guys already know, like, hey, whenever we see this consolidation after a huge move towards the downside, 9 out of 10 times we see the same consolidation and the same dump. So what do you think is going to happen? Market's oversold now. A lot of late shorts are going to enter at this range. Most likely we'll see something like this and then a drop again. Now the new consolidation level here was 1715 will most likely end up being around 1658, and we see another drop. How do I know? But because look, the trend is literally just the same thing. Consolidate, drop, consolidate, drop, consolidate, drop. That's what we're looking for. Other than that, obviously, we have such a scary BART formation looking to play out. But this is something that's interesting. I noticed this as well. Other than the BART formation that we have to keep in mind, guys, we have a head and shoulder pattern as well. Left shoulder, there's the head, and now if we drop like this, then that's also possible. Like, this is what's scary, and this is why I'm tethered out completely. I don't want to risk the fact that if Ethereum or Bitcoin obviously does end up completing this BART, then yes, new lows will be tested. Why? Because you can see when Ethereum hit this $1,000 range, we already tested this level 3 times. If somehow Ethereum does end up breaking below all these supports and we hit this level again, we will see the drop. And this is something that's very interesting. If you pay attention to the white line at the bottom here, it's at $723. The reason why it's so exact, this isn't just a random guess. If we zoom out on Ethereum, you can see when the last bull run started, this level right here was used as support, and then we broke above. Other than that, you can see when Ethereum back in 2018, we were using this level as support. You can see we saw multiple support retests and multiple resistance retests. So if I were to consider a bottom on Ethereum or a life-changing opportunity, it would be at $723. Now, whether or not we can see that level being tested is a whole different story, but like I told you guys, on the daily time frame, this is just a small drop in the bucket. We have seen capitulations happen many times before, where Ethereum has gone from 1700 within a week all the way down to our lows of 1200. It can happen, and it can happen extremely fast. Am I in the market looking for buying opportunities or buying the fear or the dip? No, I'm not. I'm not buying any of that. And I if anyone's telling you to, is completely idiot, because at the end of the day, yes, technically speaking, if you're buying the dip here, you're trying to catch a really quick gain, But guys, who the hell would want to catch a falling knife like this? I promise you, the same people that caught it here at 1715, the same people that caught it here at 1658, and they're probably going to be the same people catching it here at 1612. There's a time to buy, and just like at 1421, I was the only one telling you guys, hey guys, the scenario A. There's a lot of you that are new to the channel, but for those of you that have been part of it for a very long time, we always talked about scenario A, and scenario A was a buying position at the $1,400 range, which was right here. The reason why I said, hey guys, look for the buying position here is because we saw the same exact formation on Ethereum happen. We hit the 1715 level, we rejected off of it, we saw that drop down to 1421, and then we saw reversal. So when everyone else was panicking, we bought this dip. If you go through my videos and my live sessions, you'll see us buy the exact same formation, and that's what I was like, hey, now is not the time to be buying it though, because look, this is a scary bar. This is a very scary bar. I don't ever trade trend lines. I don't like trend lines. You want to talk about trend lines, even just talking about trend lines in general, we're not even near the trend line. So like, why would you buy, right? I don't like trend lines because they're manipulated. If those of you wondering why I don't trade them, but I just trade very simply price action, and this isn't something you want to do. I tethered out, guys. I tethered immediately right around this like 1700 range. You know, I've been tethered since 2100 all the way down. We've been shorting this thing all the way down. And yes, there's been a few times, of course, where I was like, okay, well, if we can break this level, then we could see a short squeeze. We could see this, but this was all dependent on today with the federal meeting. And this is why I told you guys to be patient. But if we lose 1715, I don't care what happens. Short the damn market. And that's exactly what happened. For those of you in Telegram, dude, some people made like 5 figures off this trade. Like, guys, you got to understand, like, this is one of those once in a lifetime shorting opportunities, and it was so easy to spot, because as soon, look how many times we tested 1715. Like, it was a given that there was no bullish pressure. Obviously, market had to bounce once we were oversold here. We had to see those manipulation wicks, but the trend is still down, right? There's no reason to be looking for longs. Like, this bar, once it completes, that's a whole different topic, and I will tell you guys once it completes what I see. Right now, though, this is the middle term of the bar. If we're going to look for a bounce, it's most likely going to be here around 1600. We're going to see a small bounce, and the reason why is we saw the same thing over here. Same consolidation, something like this, and then the continuation drop, if it's going to happen. Of course, if the market decides that another leg is going to be created, then this would be the level down here at 1612 where the next leg would be created. Otherwise, just short the market. Like Bitcoin, Cardano, like let's talk about Cardano real quick. Like some of these altcoins, they're a little delayed, right? You'll see these dumps a little bit delayed. So yes, once Bitcoin and Ethereum find a decent floor, then we'll probably see capitulation across the market, mostly on altcoins, right? We see it on XRP right now, the same drop. Cardano, not really, but there's opportunities, right, to be made there. So yeah, I'm just gonna read the comments here because I've just been kind of talking, going off. I was in basketball trading, wait and looked away for 15 minutes. Oh man, it happens, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. It will happen. Don't worry. There's gonna be so many more opportunities that we're gonna catch. Don't feel like shit if you didn't catch this drop. There's gonna be other drops. And honestly, even just looking at this chart, we still have a long way to go from the bar formation all the way down to 1400. Like we've only dropped $60, $70 in the grand scheme of things. Are we going to take any trades right now? I mean, for those of you that were already shorting at 17.15, you guys already banked. You guys know my rule. If you made a ton of money, don't chase the market. Don't give back to the market. Go outside and do something else. Market's going to continue capitulating, I think, here. We're going to see a lot more panic. Obviously, Asia's going to wake up. We're going to see even more panic. So yeah, if I'm looking for any trades right now, it would be on the lower time frames, only quick scalping opportunities, because you've already missed the initial drop. Of course, if we lose 16.12, then yes, we're going to see an even bigger drop. So that could be the next level we're going to pay attention to, but we are oversold, right, guys? Like very rarely will you see a cascade event. That big screen sucks. So yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Let me try zooming in like that. But yeah, no, I know it's I can't really do anything. It's just I only have one monitor here right now. But what I can do is this for you. How's that? That might be better. You guys can see a little bit better now. Yeah, I missed those lives. Yeah, I know it's been a long time since we've done a live. I've been so busy, but like I've been keeping up with you guys though. Like I've been telling you guys exactly where levels are and yada yada yada. Live sessions are fun and all, but like they're a little bit time consuming. But this one I wanted to do it because I'm sure we had so many questions, and I was getting bombarded on my phone where I was like, hey, let's just do a live session, and then you guys just come in and ask your questions from there. Yeah. Paper hands, we banked today. This is the first meeting I made money. Yeah, like honestly, it was such an easy trade. It was an unreal trade. I'm still buying Litecoin spots every time it drops, and that's great. Honestly, Litecoin for the long term is a great buying position. So if you don't care about market volatility, that's totally okay. Do you reckon ETH will drop more now? It looks like it's trying to consolidate here. I don't think it's trying to consolidate here. I think it's just like, so you see this 4-hour candle or 1-hour candle, I would wait to see how this closes. I mean, again, with the market capitulation right now, I could easily just do this and on a larger scale. But yeah, I would probably wait until we see some sort of retest opportunity before we continue. But again, guys, it doesn't have to happen. Like we're literally seeing a huge panic in the market right now, and Bitcoin has just started. Like Ethereum drop, but Bitcoin has not done its drop yet. So could we see it later tonight? Oh yeah, for sure. So if I'm looking to trade, I would never suggest you guys to look for a long scalp here. Only short scalps. If you're going to scalp, only scalps for shorts, because the chances of this thing continuing to drop are a lot higher than the market doing a complete reversal right now. It's very unlikely because there's no reason for the market to reverse at this level. Maybe at 16.12, but even if we see 16.12, you can easily catch a wick down, right? So that's what I would probably tell you guys. But yeah, like, you know, for those of you that are listening or watching and you haven't started leverage trading, like guys, like I can't stress this enough. The reason why we can do these scalping positions and get in and out of the market is because of Fairdesk. We literally have a partnership with them, and all of you guys, all of my subscribers get the VIP one. Just, it's in Telegram. It's a pinned message. If you aren't used to leverage trading, you don't have to trade. They have simulation trading, but guys, please, like learn how to do this, because long term, this is only going to benefit you. If you can learn how to analyze a chart, doesn't matter what kind of stock, crypto, Forex, whatever you're doing, it's going to give you a benefit of when you want to buy. And like, this is why, like, I'm not panicking, right? I don't care. Market's being like it's been fluctuating for a very long time now. I'm just kind of chilling because I know that, hey, regardless, even on the way up or on the way down, I can make money. And there's no better way to leverage than leveraging in a bear market than doing it in a bull market. The bull market, the problem is the moves are a lot faster and they're a lot harder. So you have to use lower leverage. When you come down to bear markets, the moves are pretty straightforward. Like the trend is down, just every pullback, just look for a short, right? And like we've been seeing that on Ethereum, like on the grand scheme of things, like this is not good. Like this does not look good at all. The bulls had to just break above right here at 2,300. If we broke that level, we would have been on our way all the way back towards the highs of around 3,000 to 4,000. We could have been, but I told you guys this for a very long time. Like I don't think we're in a bull run. Usually bull runs don't look like this. People are still too bullish. You're still getting people buying these, you know, NFTs and yada yada yada. I don't think we're in a bull market by any means. I do think the market needs to correct a lot harder though. I really do. And this is, I think, the start of the correction, even just in terms of bar formation or head and shoulder formation. Like, if you want to copy my lines, guys, feel free. Like, I'll zoom in for you guys. Put the same support and resistance levels and just copy the lines. I don't care. But even just in terms of this bar formation, this is the wick low, 1421. If we lose 1421, the next low is down here at 1200. If we lose 1200, 700 would be the next capitulation. And the reason is because we've already been testing these levels so many times. So the problem is, once you enter that range again, you start seeing a lot more sell pressure because of how much liquidity is trapped within this range, right? There's too many people that went long here, hoping to swing and caught the bottom or the bull run, that are gonna panic and close their positions on the way down, which is obviously gonna cause an even bigger drop. So that's something very, very, very scary. So you don't want to be catching that. So I'm shorting hearts to 1695. I finally caught the drop. That's a huge profit. Congrats. Like, that's such a good profit. Shorting and thinking about BNB. Yeah, like, honestly, I would stick with Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. With altcoins, like, obviously there's going to be a time to catch those. But I think a lot of people are shorting BNB with all the Binance FUD anyway. So I'm sure that's going to be a good drop if you can catch it. Too bad I live in New York and you can't transfer crypto into Fairdesk. Well, it is regulated in the US and Canada, so you should be fine. I know a lot of people in the States that are using Fairdesk, so you should be okay. Discovered you today on the spaces. Can't wait to learn more for you. That's awesome. ETH is done. Send us all 800 of us $1,000. I mean, honestly, if you didn't catch the drop, like, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been saying it for the past few days, like, guys, this is the level, this is the level. You guys should, if you did catch the drop, you probably made a ton of money. And I know that because, like, you guys are constantly sending me your profits right now, which is crazy to think about. How long is the time frame for the BART to play out? That I can't give you an answer, right? That's like crystal ball stuff. I don't do that. I just know that this BART formation would play out. It might take a few days, honestly, right? But it's going to end up playing out. You can see from previous BART formations as well, they always ended up playing out. Same one, we saw same one right here. Huge run up, consolidation, and then capitulation, right? And this is where Ethereum in what, like 2 days? Or was it a 4-hour candle? In 2 days, we went from 1600 all the way down to 1100. It can happen. It can happen. And that's what I'm trying to say is, don't, please don't long, don't buy, don't look to DCA here. Be patient with your long opportunities, but if we do catch a pullback, enter those shorts. The market will present you multiple opportunities to try to catch that life-changing short. And if you can catch it, then catch it. But guys, for those of you that are shorting and have been shorting since 1700, 1695, whatever, please consider taking some profits. Take a little bit of profits for yourself, because you're not going to regret taking profits ever. Mostly if you made a ton of money today, take some profits, go outside, touch some grass. There's going to be other opportunities for you guys. Of course, leading into Asia hours, if we just continue seeing a straight move, like, that would be wild. It could happen. But you're not going to hate yourself if you already caught like a great dump, right? Like, we're already down 6% almost on Ethereum. Bitcoin kind of lagging behind, but I think that Bitcoin will see the drop as well. Bitcoin's chart is also very scary. I would be very, very careful here on Bitcoin as well. I don't think that, this is a buy opportunity or a fake out by any means. Like, the bulls had so many opportunities to try to break above this range and failed. Like, this might have been the bear market rally everyone talked about, and now we continue pushing lower. It has happened before. It's not the first time. So, thank you, Pingu. I banked today. I always forget to send screenshots. No, that's cool. I never made that money in my life or in trade ever. Yeah, hey, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear. Like I said, honestly, I just send profits. Not like, I never send my profits, right? Because that's not the point. It's not like a flexing competition. I just send everyone else's trades to show people that, hey, you don't need a lot of money to leverage trade. If you can understand how a chart works, you can catch a lot of money on the move towards downside. I'm sure most people aren't trading with like 50, 60, $100,000. They probably have like 1 or 2 grand that they had sitting around. And like, guys, we have seen like people in the Telegram turn that 2 grand into 20 grand, just constantly following my charts and just constantly catching these drops. Because you got to understand, the more your account grows, the more leverage like you keep, and the more margin you can use for these trades, your account's going to grow a lot faster, right? And I'm literally here to spoon feed each and every one of you and show you guys, okay, this is the level. When this hits, do this, right? I don't care. Like, this is why I started this for you guys. Like, this is what I'm trying to say is we do this every day. Like, this is just another catch for us. I do apologize because I was on the phone when it happened, but I've been saying like 17.15, everyone set those orders. If you can catch it, that's a huge drop and a life-changing opportunity. So yeah, cool. So that's about it. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, just so everyone's on the same page now. And this is recorded, so you can always go back to it if you need a point of reference or something. Because I'm gonna upload some videos probably for Cardano or something, and then I'm sure Doge got destroyed. Let me see real quick. Hbar, what's Hbar at? Yikes, Hbar is ready. Doge is ready. Oh man, guys, this is bad for altcoins. Like, look at Doge, for example. If we end up losing this support here on Doge at 0.057, the next one's on the weekly at 0.043. Like, this is not good by any means for any altcoin. And like, we're continuing to drop. Like, Ethereum's continuing to drop. It's not done. It is literally not done. We rejected the hourly. That's so bad on so many levels. Man, brutal market day. How's the S&P? Unfazed. Yeah, this is just a crypto drop. I'm sure S&P might continue. I mean, we're on a run for that, but usually they follow each other. But that's probably what caught a lot of people by surprise, is we didn't follow each other this time. So 1612, here we come. Yeah, that's the next level. That literally is the next level. 1658, I mentioned it here at 1680. 1658, it happened in like a second. So that's probably going to happen quick too, in and out of the market. Anyways, guys, awesome seeing everyone again. Just get familiar. You know, this is what I'm saying. Like, I know the chat is obviously locked and you can't talk to each other, but these are your students, I guess, or your friends, or whatever, however you want to see it. You know, they're your everyone. Like I said, it's I keep it organized so, you know, nobody misses anything. But I'll try to do these lives a little bit more. I'm losing my voice. But yeah, okay, cool. We'll talk in the Telegram. I'll keep you guys posted in there. Yeah, peace out.